The rivalry between the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics is heating up, as both teams gear up for a thrilling 2024-2025 NBA season. With the Celtics fresh off a championship win and the Knicks hungry for glory, fans are left wondering, who will claim the ultimate prize next season? As these two powerhouse teams gear up for fierce competition, basketball enthusiasts everywhere are asking the burning question: who will emerge victorious and claim the championship next season? Though it might not have turned out as expected, the 2023-24 season of the New York Knicks was rather successful. While negotiating serious injury concerns, their tough run saw them making significant improvements, both functionally and culturally. Even with the pain of their Game 7 loss to the Indiana Pacers in the Eastern Conference semifinals still felt, everyone involved deserves time to savor the afterglow. This Knicks team, however, is not very patient for moral successes or slow improvement. They need the offseason, but they will detest starting it on anything less than their own terms. President Leon Rose of the Knicks' front office reflects this attitude. They have painstakingly put together and maintained an asset base ready for the next major relocation. Changing the deck before the trade deadline does not alter this strategy. Right now, New York might be the second best team in the East, running at full strength. Still, there is work ahead, decisions to make, actions to contemplate, and futures to decide upon. Though considering the Knicks' recent achievements is vital, careful planning for the future is also essential. Offering Jaylen Brunson an extension comes first priority right now. Brunson finished in the top 5 of the MVP poll, so completing one of the best seasons in Knicks team history. The Knicks should naturally offer him an extension. It is, of course, another matter entirely whether or not he signs it. With a 4-year, $156.5 million offer including next season, New York can keep him through 2028-2029. Brunson could sign a 4-year maximum value of nearly $208.5 million, or a 5-year maximum at roughly $269.9 million if he waits until next summer to reject his player option. For Brunson, waiting appears to be a wise move. Next year, the player will be 28 years old, and teams will not hold back when presenting significant contracts, even if they are not the whole max. For New York, locking Brunson this summer is ideal since it eliminates any uncertainty about his future and keeps a team-friendly count as the roster gets more costly. His emotional ties to the team and the city, or worries about possible injuries, could persuade him to accept the contract. Still, the Knicks have to present it before deciding on how to spend their remaining summer. Now, re-signing OG Anunoby comes second. One sees no problem with Anunoby entering unrestricted free agency. The Knicks cannot haggle over his deal, as they surrendered top players RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley to obtain him, with rival teams perhaps paying up to $181.9 million over 4 years. Anunoby might command maximum money. Still, the Knicks can provide more, up to $189.5 million over 4 years, or $245.3 million over 5 years. Given that other teams could have readily outbid the Knicks' first trade package, Anunoby most certainly wants to remain in New York. Though it will mean maxing him out, the Knicks must make sure that he remains. The conditions of his contract will determine the team's future operations and degree of flexibility. Another key re-signing is that of Isaiah Hartenstein. Hartenstein should be kept by the Knicks, with their offer of 4 years and $72.5 million. He adds value as a passer, screen setter, and defender. At 26, he ought to draw interest from clubs trying to improve their center rotation. Though the market for non-star bigs is erratic, the Knicks ought likely to be able to keep him without going broke. The Knicks' decision-making process is simplified in part by Mitchell Robinson's dropping pay. Spending about $30 million yearly on their top 2 centers is doable. If New York also guarantees Bojan Bogdanovic's salary, then giving Hartenstein $16.2 million to start while maxing out Anunoby's $42.3 million places New York near the second salary cap apron. Though this would be a medium-sized setback, the Knicks might not mind this or waive Bogdanovic to save money. Retaining Hartenstein and Anunoby will affect the Knicks' future flexibility and cap sheet logistics. Still, another important factor is Tom Thibodeau's future as head coach. Thibodeau deserves an extension, as he has supervised a major cultural change inside the Knicks. The Knicks will start talks this summer and want him retained. Thibodeau should lead the team through one Eastern Conference Finals win. Hence, this process should be rather seamless, and he should have great influence. Thibodeau has developed and used more flexibility in his coaching style, His minutes management has been shown as brilliant, training players to perform at their best for as long as feasible. Nevertheless, this strategy could have long-term physical expenses. Without more evidence, assigning responsibility to the coach for injuries is challenging. Yet Thibodeau's eagerness to change is encouraging. The Knicks have to decide going forward what actions to take to advance in the East. They could have to work on point-of-attack defense and investigate rotational changes to prevent injuries down the road. They do have assets and might pounce should another star become available. Re-signing Hartenstein and Anunoby is essential. But if the Knicks spend carefully, they should have considerable leeway. The Knicks must boldly address this window of opportunity. This year, they attained hitherto unheard of heights. They now have to keep on this pace to keep posing a danger in the Eastern Conference. Should they be successful, the Knicks might be in running order for their first championship since 1973. Capping a great season where they were favorites from the first game to the last, the Celtics won the 2024 NBA Finals. Not surprisingly, sportsbooks such as BetMGM already rank Boston first for the 2025 championship. Back-to-back titles are rare in recent NBA history. In the past 10 years, only LeBron James's Miami Heat, 2012 and 2013, and the Golden State Warriors with Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant in 2017 and 2018 have accomplished this feat. In the last 6 seasons, no defending champion has passed the second round of the playoffs. Can the Celtics buck this pattern and earn another championship in 2025? Given the Eastern Conference's strength relative to the packed Western Conference, BetMGM's chances are in their favor. Should veteran big man Al Horford finish his deal, Boston might be able to maintain its basic rotation for the 2024-25 season. The decision taken by Jason Tatum is also vital. Either he signs a supermax extension, maybe a record 5-year $350 million contract, or opt into the last year of his contract. Re-signing by Derek White is also quite important. White has shown great allegiance to the Celtics since he joined from the Spurs, even if he could follow a road like Bruce Brown, who departed the Nuggets for a more attractive offer. With his supermax contract, Jaylen Brown is locked until 2029. Kristaps Porzingis is under contract until at least the conclusion of the 2025-26 season. Drew Holiday's player option activates following the 2026-27 season. Additionally, contracted through the same period is backup point guard Peyton Pritchard. The Celtics have a $2 million club option on Sam Hauser for the summer. Boston has 2 picks in the forthcoming NBA draft, number 30 in the first round and number 54 in the second. Given their large budget, these picks give the Celtics an opportunity to bring fresh talent. Sporting News' Kyle Irving forecasts Arizona's Keyshawn Johnson at number 54, maybe filling the Sam Hauser post should he go in free agency, and Clemson's PJ Hall at number 30, offering size off the bench. Should the veteran stay for another season, Hall might study under Horford. Johnson might excel as a three-point specialist. Boston's history of producing strong candidates points favorably for these selections. In the 2024-25 season, the Celtics will have more fierce opposition. Their Eastern Conference competitors in the 2023-24 suffered injuries that let Boston land first place far before the season ended. Significant injuries suffered by Joel Embiid, Jalen Brunson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Damian Lillard had an impact on the performance of their respective teams. Boston gained from the absence of key players on other teams throughout the postseason. Tyrese Halliburton for the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals, Donovan Mitchell and Jarrett Allen for the Cavaliers in the second round, and Jimmy Butler for the Heat in the first round. Besides, the Western Conference should be more competitive. While the young Oklahoma City Thunder under Coach of the Year Mark Daigneault are set for a great stride ahead, Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets remain a balanced and strong club. Should the Clippers remain healthy, they might be contenders. The Timberwolves are also on the climb. The Celtics' strategic summer decisions and draft selections will be vital as they strive for repeatability. Whether Boston can reverse the pattern and grab back-to-back championships will depend on keeping their core while negotiating the demanding terrain of injuries and rivalry in both conferences. The road will not be simple, but with the correct action, the Celtics might be raising the Larry O'Brien Trophy once again in 2025. Fans are in for an exciting game between 2 venerable teams, as the Boston Celtics and New York Knicks get ready to square off in battle in the NBA season 2024-2025. Fresh off their 2024 championship victory, the Celtics arrive into the season with a well-oiled machine under Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, as well as a potent supporting cast, including Kristaps Porzingis and Derek White. With Jaylen, Brunson, and Julius Randle on their star-studded lineup, the Knicks are keen to show themselves as major Eastern Conference contenders. Offensively, the Celtics will rely on the scoring ability of Tatum and Brown. Brown's agility and shooting, mixed with Tatum's adaptability and ability to score from wherever on the court, make for an explosive team. With his inside-outside approach, which stretches the floor and generates mismatches, Porzingis gives their attack still another level. Containing the Knicks' backcourt will depend critically on Derek White's playmaking and defense. Conversely, the Knicks will look to Brunson to coordinate their attack. Against Boston's strong defense, his ability to break through and provide possibilities for colleagues will be crucial. Particularly if Al Horford comes back for another season, Randle's physicality and scoring abilities in the post and from mid-range will challenge the Celtics' front court. R.J. Barrett and Mitchell Robinson, among the Knicks' supporting players, will have to step forward to offer regular scoring and defensive presence. Both sides will have to be defensive, at their best. Anchored on White and Marcus Smart, the Celtics' perimeter defense seeks to disturb the Knicks' guards. Limiting Randle's efficiency will depend critically on the rim protection of Horford and Robert Williams III. The Knicks will have to concentrate on keeping Tatum and Brown, maybe using double teams and rotating tactics to throw off their flow. This game offers strategic changes and individual brilliance together with high-intensity basketball. The Celtics might have the edge in talent and championship experience, but the Knicks' tenacity and depth could create a very fierce and interesting series. And that's all the time we've got for today, folks. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and do hit that bell icon on your way out. We'll see you next time.